Hi, everyone. My name is Lydia Martinez. I am the owner of L Marketing and Events, and I am here today with Claudia McMullin from Hugo Coffee Roasters. Hugo Coffee Roasters is one of our favorite clients. We do a lot of different things with Hugo, and it is an amazing company. So, Claudia, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about how Hugo Coffee Roasters came to be.
Okay, nice to be here, Lydia. Nice to see you. So Hugo Coffee Roasters, I launched Hugo Coffee Roasters in August of 2015 after I'd owned a coffee shop for a couple of years and realized that I was never going to pay the bills with the coffee amenity inside the visitor center. And I wanted to control my own product, and I wanted to give back to the community by having a coffee roasting company with a mission to save animals.
And let's talk about the mission, because that is really the thing that sets Hugo Coffee Roasters apart and the thing that's near and dear to all of our hearts.
Yes. So I'm a reformed attorney, and I tried desperately for years to not be a lawyer. And during the course of those years where I was trying other things, I also ran the animal rescue Nuzzles and Company for a while. But I realized that I am not great. I can't handle the stories of abuse and neglect, the origin stories of the rescues. But I still love animals, and I also love coffee. And I thought, well, what if something that we consume daily with caffeinated vigor could help animal rescue? So I launched Hugo Coffee Roasters, and I combined animal philanthropy with commerce, named it after my handsome rescue pup, Hugo, and we've been off to the races since.
I got to hang out with Hugo for a little bit last night. That was
Lucky
lovely.
devil. Yeah, you're a lucky devil.
He is a little bit of a devil, but a charming devil, nevertheless.
Yes, he's very handsome, but he's a jackass.
It's true, and we're not going to claim otherwise.
We're not going to sugarcoat this.
No. So Hugo Coffee Roasters, that mission of actively giving back, that presents some challenges when it comes to marketing messaging, when it comes to strategy, like really communicating about that. So talk a little bit about, what some of those challenges have been, and then I'll go into it as well.
Oh, it's really been a struggle for me to get my messaging on point with respect to one, the mission, and I'll go into that a little bit. So one of the things that kind of confused the messaging was when I purchased Fluffy Cow Coffee. And Fluffy Cow Coffee is a coffee company that I now own that supports farm animal sanctuaries. So prior to purchasing Fluffy Cow, Hugo Coffee was supporting dog and cat rescue, basically. And now I own Fluffy Cow, so now I support, helping all animals, all kinds of animals, through my two brands. So I had to change the messaging of the company from Drink Coffee, Save Dogs to Drink Coffee, Save Animals. The other struggle I really had was with the how I fulfill my mission. I've always had almost a visceral reaction to I give X percent of some random metric to animal rescue. I don't like that. It feels completely inauthentic to me. So one of the benefits of buying Fluffy Cow was I adopted Fluffy Cow's means by which they give back to animal sanctuaries. I adopted it for animal rescue. So I do dog and cat and then I also do sanctuaries. So I do dog and cat rescue, animal sanctuaries. And what we do is we hold online fundraisers every week of every month that benefit a specific small animal rescue or sanctuary, depending on if it's a Hugo Coffee fundraiser or a Fluffy Cow Coffee fundraiser. But in any event, every week I am supporting a specific small rescue or sanctuary somewhere in this nation. And I do this because I did used to run Nuzzles and Company. And I do understand the world of animal rescue and welfare is done. The work is done by the thousands of these small cash-strapped volunteer-based organizations. They're the ones who really need your support. They're the ones that really need help. So I do fundraisers for specific small ones. And then I also know that I will have an immediate impact. So like if I were to send $300 to, the Humane Society, they wouldn't care. If I send $300 to
Yeah.
Steampunk Farms, they really care, because that might buy, for
It makes a
example,
real
right, that might buy like a pig shade structure. It might fund the pig shade structure they needed last summer. So I love it.
yeah.
Love how we have evolved over the past, we've been together 2 years. So how
Yep.
we have evolved over 2 years in our messaging and our means by which we fulfill our mission.
Yeah. And we literally started working together in April of 2020. It was right when the pandemic hit. Everything was changing. We didn't know what was up or down.
Mhm.
And you brought me in just to help a little bit with some SEO and some strategy, because you had barely launched your e-commerce store in
Mhm.
January. Talk about great timing.
Yeah.
So
So, as you know, I graduated from Goldman Sachs in 2019. And what I
yes,
learned from Goldman Sachs is that I was way too I was way too, I only had one revenue stream basically. I had food service, hotels, restaurants, cafes, that kind of thing.
yeah,
And I realized I needed diversification. So in January, I did launch a Shopify online account, but we didn't do any marketing around it. What I was doing in March when COVID hit was I was hiring marketing people and I was in the middle of a brand audit. I was
yeah,
in the middle of redoing my website, and I made not great decisions on my marketing people. So and COVID hit, so COVID gave me the opportunity to extricate myself from said marketing people, and then find you,
yeah.
and then really focus on the pivot to direct to consumer online sales.
And so, some of the things that we've been working on with Hugo over the past couple of years, consistency with the social media marketing and messaging. And we've pivoted that message probably 3 or 4 times, trying different things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've worked on digital ads together, and we finally have those like rolling right along and converting.
Mm-hmm.
Which we're really excited about. We've redone the website completely,
Oh
not
yeah,
just once, but really twice.
yeah,
We brought on the new brand Fluffy Cow, and
yep,
the brand itself was like, we got good assets and good ways of doing things, but the brand itself was a disaster.
right,
And so we had to redo that website, redo the labels.
right.
We launched and discarded influencer programs. We launched and discarded uh,
SEO.
SEO.
Mhm.
We worked on affiliate marketing, and we're still dabbling in that. But the one successful thing that we really launched was your email and text message marketing. Oh
Yes,
man, we get so much value from that. What are
yes, it's
some
been
other
great.
things that we've partnered on together as far as marketing?
Oh man, well, you do all my content on my social media. You do fantastic. Okay, so you do content on four different social media, two
Or
different
platform?
platforms, two different brands. So that is in and of itself like a huge tall order.
Yeah.
You've managed these third-party relationships, like with the SEO company as well as with the affiliate marketing company, and we've been very honest with, like, this isn't working. It's time to cut the cord. Like this, yeah, this was a long game, and it's not paying for itself in 6 months. It's not paying anywhere near for itself. So it's time to cut the cord.
Yeah.
So making those tough decisions and then trying to pivot to different marketing strategies. So for example, we got rid of SEO in January of 2022, but we hired PR.
Yes.
And PR, it's the thing about PR is it's difficult to know what's driving sales, but it's certainly driving recognition, since I've been highlighted in national publications like more than once in the past 3 months, which is perfect for national brand awareness,
Yeah.
which is what I'm seeking to achieve. And then of course we do the digital advertising. You do all of the campaigns for the targeted marketing campaigns that are text and email based, and you keep the website updated, and you help with all the fundraisers
Yeah.
as needed. I mean, we kind of
Right.
took that in house because
Uh,
Beth and I like to do that. That's like a fun part of our job. But yeah, no, basically anything marketing other than PR, you're doing.
And we get to work with your PR person, which I think is great. We love working with other experts,
Mm-hmm.
which not all marketing agencies will do that, but we're really good about saying that's not our area of expertise. Let's bring in
Right.
an expert and partner with them.
Right.
Um, and I'm not afraid of that. I'm also not afraid to say, this expert is not getting us what they promised, or we're not
Right.
seeing results. Let's make a decision to like move on.
Yeah, we've
So
done that together as well.
yeah, so that's something I'm really comfortable with myself. We also we've got something new that's like coming in a couple of months, where we've really built out a platform that is more about the mission of rescuing
Right.
and saving animals. And so that's just a little teaser here, but we've worked on email drip campaigns and a learning library and a whole slew of things to showcase your expertise as somebody that is an animal lover and a professional when it comes to rescuing and saving animals. So I can't wait to launch that. We're so excited.
Yeah. So the one thing that's super important to know is, from a marketing perspective, particularly, is the mission is why people buy Hugo Coffee in the
Yeah.
first place. It's definitely the why behind why people buy Hugo Coffee in the first instance. But they buy again and again because our coffee's very good.
Yes.
We have consistent 5-star reviews. We are served in 5-star resorts and restaurants. Um, our return customer rate is 2 to 3 times the national average. No, our return customer rate is over 50. It exceeds 50% consistently, which is very high.
That's
And
so
our conversion rate is between 2 and 3 times the national average.
Yes.
So we do know, both analytically with data as well as anecdotally, that it is the mission that drives people to buy Hugo Coffee, but it is the quality of the coffee that gets them to buy it again and again.
Yep. Exactly. Well, Claudia, I know you've got to run. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's a delight working with you and your team, and we really consider ourselves to be part of the Hugo team as well.
You're totally part of the Hugo family, and we thank you so much for all your hard